unplanned cooking, I thought it would be nice to just show you what I do on a daily basis, because I showed you this eggplant, I believe yesterday, this beautiful eggplant, and I have to use it, and I thought I didn't have the time to do anything fancy. So what I do usually is, if you can find those cuts, this is pork, those thin slices, it's basically the slices to do shabu shabu. And those are so easy to use and so tasty, guys. You have also the beef ones, but to stir fry with vegetables, I very often use this because I think that the fat of the pork goes well with so many vegetables, and you can make a healthy dish without using too much oil, or when you use those. Ne? So today we are going, I think you can find, I have seen when I was in California in Japanese stores, those cuts, the shabu shabu cuts. But of course, if you could buy a block. I'm going to cut this already, guys. If you don't find those, guys, what you can do, what you can do is take a block of pork and just make small bites that you will stir fry first, as I will do with these shabu shabu cuts. And then I'm going to cut it in half because it's really big. And you can make the same kind of dish, okay? But I love the color, the pattern is just so nice, right? Voila. This will cook more quicker if you do thin slices. Remember, I know that like people like Carrie knows how to do that, but remember that I have some friends, faire comme ça, who don't know how to cook, so that's why I'm making those basic recipes for them. And also to keep you company, guys, and you can keep me company. Ne? Up. It smells good. Voila. So I'm going to plan the 9K celebration. I think I'm going to do it on Saturday. On va déménager. We're going to go up to the cooking area. I have those old mini tomatoes that I think we need to use. There's going to be mini tomatoes too. So guys, what we do first, I choose those cuts that have, it's like shimofuli. You can see that there is some fat. And those are good because it makes the meat melt in your mouth, and the fat that comes out of the meat is very good to then stir fry your vegetables. And you don't need to use actually oil when you use a meat like that. Okay, donc fire on, medium to high. Warm your fry pan first. Alors, let me go back in the comments while... How am I doing? I'm doing great, thank you. Hi guys. Ok, c'est bon, j'ai vu les commentaires. Alors, I also have this edamame that I have to make. We can do that together. See how thin they cut it. I think also the pork meat we have in Japan is really high quality. It's very good. So it's not completely cooked yet, but I put some space on the side and I start adding my vegetables. See here, you have some fat. You want to use that for your vegetables. So not so much fat in these cuts actually. It really depends on the meat you buy, guys. So you may have to add some oil if it's too dry. I think we can use some oil because those cuts are really like lean cuts actually. They are for, I remember now that on the package it was written for salads. So it's not like super greasy fat. So what I'm going to do so that my meat doesn't get hard is that I'm going to take it out while I'm cooking the vegetables. If it's really fatty pork, I leave it in, but this is not fatty enough. See, this is live, so I adjust the cooking to the ingredients that I have. I'm going to put a little bit of oil. Cover, because when you cover, if we put a little bit of salt, that helps the vegetables to sweat, we say in French. They're especially with onions. All the liquid, the moist comes out. Et voilà, c'est live, hein, les amis. When you cover your dish, your vegetables, they sweat. That helps them also covering. The moist comes out, so it doesn't get too dry. But you have, I'm going to wait for about 2 minutes, and then I think we'll have to, you know, stir it. But also it might nonetheless get a little dry. So what I do in general is that if you don't have sake, you can even use water if you don't have alcohol, but I always have sake. So I put a splash of sake to bring back some moisture, and then we are going to do some seasoning, easy seasoning. Let's check it out. It's a little dry, but I want to cook it a little bit more. It's not too dry yet, so daijoubu. In the meantime, let's boil some water to make our edamame. I forgot to prepare that. When you make edamame, basically it's like making pasta. You need a lot of water, okay? Voilà, là c'est dry. So splash of sake. Ça sent bon. Up. If you have any question, guys, sorry, I'm a little busy right now. Je vais voir est-ce que j'ai eu des commentaires. It's cooking. Je sais pas, it doesn't have a name. Vegetables with that we're going to season with some soy sauce. Oops. Shit. It's so it's getting moist. It's getting dry again, guys. But I want to let it get drier. It's really, you have to cook, it's a feeling. So the more you will cook, the more you will know how to handle your ingredients. Yeah, looking nice. So what I'm going to do is put my meat back in. Up. About 30 seconds, and then we're going to season. For the seasoning, guys, we have 2 options today. Something I've been using a lot lately. We're going to do I think that this actually, I feel more like having this. I bought this at Trader Joe's. When I was there. And qu'est-ce qu'on fait? No, I need some spices. So this would go well too. Because this, it has a kind of sweet, a little bit round and sweet taste. Was very, very good, guys. And it won't give your food a strong salty taste. It will give it a mellow taste. But we are going to use that soy sauce that I love very much now because it's so tasty. And I know why it's so tasty. It's because it's an old family who makes it. Like they've been making, it's made in a traditional way. It's like something like the 6th or 8th generation. See how it works. C'est bon, it's really dry now. And I want to open that zucchini. So that's soy sauce. I'm not adding any sugar or meaning like maybe some Japanese people would do, because I think that this soy sauce, it has a mellowness that is just so good that I don't want to spoil the pure taste of the soy sauce. But if you're using a more basic soy sauce, maybe you could add a teaspoon of sugar or a spoon of milling to give some roundness to your dish. Does that make sense, guys? Do you get the image? That's how home cooking, Japanese home cooking is made. Huh? Okay, I'm going to explain again. On est good. Let's flatten. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Ah oui, j'ai moyen. Those cuts are too thin to be left in the dish, in the pan when you're cooking your vegetables. They would have gotten pretty hard, I think. If you want to keep your meat inside the dish, you should use fattier and maybe thicker slices. So I'm going to put this shichimi from the Kokoro Care packages because I haven't opened it yet and I'm curious about it. We can try it also like this, but we have the angle on the cooking right now. So shichimi is like 7 spices, no? With a lot of chili. The base is chili pepper. Oh wow. Alors, while we're at it, the water has boiled, so let's move the water here so that you can see better. I'm going to show you how I do my edamame. Je sais pas si, maybe that's not very or c'est pas très orthodoxe, mais bon, that works well. What I do, guys, so you boil your water, and what I do is that I think that very often they make it with salt. So I have this old salt, where is it, that I need to use. I put my edamame first. So the water is boiling. You put your edamame. Ah oui, j'en ai pas beaucoup, attends. I have more actually. Edamame is good for the health and it's very filling. So when you try to be good, even if you have aperitif, instead of munching on potato chips, you can munch on edamame because they are so good and so filling. And what I do, guys, is that I have the, it could be plain salt, huh? But I put salt. This is like herb. Maybe I have to use that one. So I mix. Where is my soy sauce? The other one, the basic one. Basic, it's good stuff, but now that I know this new one, I find it basic. And I put also a little bit of soy sauce. And that just makes a great taste, guys. Mixing the two just makes, I don't know, it's, the edamame just becomes so tasty. Then we have to boil it for about, I don't know, 7-8 minutes, something like that. I'm not sure. I'll check it out on the internet, but by nose, I would say, I didn't put my mini tomatoes in the dish. Bon, c'est pas grave. Hop. I will eat them raw. This one should be eaten too. It's getting bad. Yup. Allez, let's move back to the tasting area. Pas vrai, biche. Attends, on est en zoom là ou quoi? You like cakes? Hi. I find that it's, I don't know, I find it better since I've been cooking like this. This shichimi, a lot of shichimi, 7 spices, chili. There's a lot of chili inside. But the thing is that a lot of brands, what they do is that they import the chili, because you know that we are not self-sufficient when it comes to the production of many products here. But this one, it's local, it's domestic chili. Let's try it. It has a very straight chili, but full of umami taste. It's really good, I think. And also they cut it, it's grained. Do you say, no, grind it, to grind. There's a lot of water, I want to put some out. They grind it very thinly. I don't want this to overflow. Up. See, I can wash with the water. That will clean a little bit my fry pan. Allez, voilà, c'est pas mal. That's good. We can taste the dish. I'm super hungry, guys. And we can chat. Okay, this can be lunch. This would go super well with white rice. And Pinot Noir, Jessica. The chicken dish that I made the other day, I think that soy sauce based dishes, my first thought, if I would open red wine, it would be Pinot Noir, I think. But then, of course, you can open wine that you like. Hein. Bon, itadakimasu. I'm drooling, guys. This looks... Ah, mais j'ai pas fait de photo. Attention dans ma tête. We need to take a picture. Oh, shoot. It's not very visually, it's not super exciting, though, right? I find that eggplants are a little hard to make look good. Like last summer, I made stuffed eggplants, and I wanted to share the pictures. They were so crappy. Tu sais ce qu'on va faire? We can fire off, cover, it will keep on cooking. Alors, Alors, my other phone. I find it hard to make nice pictures. Ah non, c'est... Ah non, that doesn't look good at all. Let's forget it, guys. Allez, I'm back. Alors, les commentaires. Ground. Ah, c'est pas grind. How they grind it, non? G-R-I-N-D, non, c'est pas ça? Bon, ok, c'est bon. I was a little bit back in the comments. If I missed a question, you want to ask it again, dozo, no problem. Allez, hop. J'ai trop faim. That's my lunch, guys. Itadakimasu. So simple, so healthy, so good. Itadakimasu. It's seriously so easy but so tasty, guys. It is very yummy. Seriously, guys, it's not because I teamed with Kokoro Care Packages. That soy sauce, it's amazing. It has a mellowness, a roundness. It's not like, you know, a lot of soy sauce, it's basically, they are basically super salty. It is not this one. It's just tasty. It's like the essence of, you know, the umami of soy sauce. This is really a winner. I will put it in the description, but this comes in the Wa care package. I'm sorry that I'm just, you know, I'm putting this forward, but it's just because the ingredients are amazing, guys. Voilà. C'est celui-là. It's in the collections. You go in the collections. You have the link in the description, and Jason shared it, I think. In the collections care packages, the Wa one, you have this. You also have the shichimi. That is very premium quality too. And other products that we haven't tried yet. I have to work on that recipe. I didn't work on it yesterday. But we will use the vinegar that's in the Wa parcel. We will use it. I'm thinking of doing the celebration 9K on Saturday evening. Do you remember what the plan is, guys? If you're not sure that your edamame is cooked, well, non, c'est cooked, so c'est bon. I just saw one is open, so on va up. Let's strain it. Allez, voilà. That smells good, guys, I can tell you. And I use like a soy sauce that was very tasty, but more like, you know, a salty, deep in flavor, soy sauce deep in flavor. And also it's getting a little bit old, so remember I had introduced you. To me, this one beats this one that is really good because it's not as salty. And this mellowness I've never found in any soy sauces. I think that's why I've become addicted to it. It's just so good. When I put some on the yomogi mochi, that was just so amazing, guys. So what is good is that I think that mixing salt and the soy sauce, I don't know, it makes even the smell of the soy sauce is getting rounder. If I put just soy sauce, I don't know, it's the taste is, the smell is sharper, I would say. I don't know if this makes sense, but the edamame is so good, guys, when you make it like that, like this, if you mix both. I'm not going to taste it because it's just so hot. Edamame is very good for the health, as you probably know. Even if we love potato chips, this is good too. Very Japanese. We love to munch on that with a beer at the beginning of the meal. If you go to izakaya, very often, I mean, 9 people out of 10, they order edamame, I would say. It's really one of the classics of izakaya restaurants. So where was I? If you have any questions, dozo, because I'm looking at the chat now. I'm thinking of doing, so the celebration of the 9K on Saturday, so that's in 2 days. And probably Saturday evening, it will probably be on European time at something like 6 or 7 p.m. Japanese time. I'm definitely going to do the temaki sushi. I have the rice, of course. We always have rice at home. I've bought those beautiful nori, dried seaweed sheets. And I have the rice vinegar to make my rice, to add to my rice, you know, to make sushi rice. I will just need to buy fresh sashimi. So the plan is to do that on Saturday. Okay. Sorry you will miss that, but well, I have to. It just, you know, it will be a relaxing time. It's better if I do it in the evening. Voilà. Any questions? Yesterday, seriously, guys, the somen was so good. Alors, why do they put usually the mentsuyu on the side? Is that if you wait too long, the noodles, they soak the broth, right? Which is something that Japanese people don't really like. It was okay, but you know, I really had to mix everything and it was amazing, just so good, guys. I believe also that the umeboshi, I love umeboshi. I cut it in small bits. Oh my god, it just took the whole dish to another level. That was amazing. But if you're not confident that, you know, also if your mentsuyu is very strong, because I have a very tasty one, but mentsuyu, the tsuyu, the broth, is very deep in flavor. So just, you know, follow the instructions and add some water if you don't want it to be too strong, okay? I will try and show other ways of doing. Maybe next time I will do it maybe a little bit more of a traditional way, but what I did yesterday works really fine too. But you have to be careful not to put too much and not way too much, because if you do so, then maybe, you know, some of the noodles will soak in all the broth. Okay. The brand is, c'était Kadoya, je crois. Ouais, c'est ça. It's Kadoya. It's based in Millet, and I bought it because I visited Kadoya when I did that program. Attends, c'était quand? Ah oui, non, c'était la Matsuri. It wasn't when I became a ninja. Hi, Peter, the guy who never sleeps. This one was the Matsuri, the Ise Jingu, Ise Shrine Matsuri. That was such an amazing experience. I've actually found some footage of back then, guys, that I have to share on Instagram. I will do that someday, soon. I have so many things to share with you. Kadoya is also a very old soy sauce maker. So not as old as this one, I think, but they have pretty long history too. Malunaka shoyu. Okay, you have the link in the description if you're interested in getting your Kokoro care package. Haven't had the time to ask them to, you know, that I want to try the noodles thing, but I think I definitely want to try their noodles care package too, because I'm into noodles these days. So voila guys, hope you're doing well. I'm going to eat this while it's still warm. I will see you very soon. Do you have any questions? Daijoubu. If you have a question, you can write a comment after the video and I will answer, of course, no problems. Okay, thank you so much for joining, guys, even if it was an impromptu email. Genki Kame, Peter, Jessica, Carrie, Jeff, Jason. Qu'est-ce que j'ai d'autre? Allez, Christian and all the others. Thank you for keeping me company. Very easy cooking with, you know, that Japanese touch that you can reproduce at home so easily. Okay, bon appetit and see you again very soon. So on Saturday at the latest to celebrate the 9K. Thank you so much for joining the Fit Jennifer family. Okay, allez, gros bisous, bonne nuit, and ohayou gozaimasu to those who will wake up soon, and see you. So let's celebrate on Saturday, okay?